Hi, good morning. This is Detola Murray, founder of Super Working Mom, where we help working moms, Christian working moms who are busy maximize their time so that they can manifest their God-given dreams. On Monday, we started a series on the essential keys you need to jumpstart your business online, and today is day 3. It's amazing. This morning I woke up with a form of sore throat and blocked nose, and I'm like, the devil, you're a liar. On Monday I did mention that your business is spiritual warfare. The enemy isn't happy when you want to share what you have to offer. He's not happy when you want to liberate people. And so, when I woke up this morning and my nose was a bit blocked, I was like, no, this isn't happening. Because I know that, I really want to share a lot of what God has been teaching me in my own business, because I know that it's going to help a lot of you. So, and bear with me if my voice is a bit low today and if I look a bit weird, but I'm here and we're going to get this done. Okay, so on Monday, we looked at the first key, which was having a vision for our business. And I touched on that. So if you haven't watched the video, please either scroll down on the Facebook page to get it, or I would add in the link to where you can get the first 2 videos. And then yesterday we looked at how to be the go-to person for your nation, how to show your nation that you are the one that has the answers to their problem. And I also touched on how you need to be known for one thing, known for solving one problems. You might have different ways, different products or services that address that main problem, but you want to be known for one thing. You want to be a specialist in one thing rather than being a jack of all trades. And so today we are moving on to the 3rd key, which is on having a platform. And when I say platform, I mean, a hub where your nation can find you. Now, before we go into key 3, if you haven't downloaded the toolkit, the Super Working Mom online toolkit, please do, because I share a lot more technology tools that would help you jumpstart your business online. We're going to be touching on just 1 or 2 today right now, but then in the toolkit I've shared a lot more in there. So please get it. You can get it from superworkingmom.com/toolkit. And again, thank you to everyone who sent me feedback on the first 2 videos. One of the ladies was telling me that, wow, this is exactly what I've been looking for. And to think that, you're talking about this now, this must be ordained by God. So, and I agree, it is ordained by God. Okay, so when I say have a platform, I am talking about having a website. Having a website for your business where people can find you, where people can see what you have to offer. Hello, hi Ife, thank you for joining. And even though it is not, okay, so how do I put it? Having a website is not the only reason or the only way you can succeed online. So if you don't have a website, you can still succeed online. You can still you can still connect with your nation. You can still make money online. Okay, so it does not mean that if you don't have a website, you are doomed. That's not what it means. Okay, however, having a website, I think, is an essential key. It makes your life easier. It makes it easy for your nation to find you, rather than looking helter-skelter, for you and wondering where you are or how they can know more about you. So, like I was saying, a number of people don't have websites. They probably use Instagram, Facebook to share their content. However, you need to remember that Facebook, Instagram are platforms owned by other people. So while Facebook and Instagram and Twitter are great, and we'll be talking about that in a few minutes, you need to have your own platform, your own website, hosting a place like your house. See your website as a house where people can find you, where they can browse through and see, oh, this is what she offers, oh, this is what she shares. So that's why it's really essential to find you. It is where Your website is where you're going to have relevant content that your ideal nation can relate to, valuable content that when they come on your website, it's solving their problem. And that's what your website is for. Your website is not just about you. Yes, you're going to have your about page and all of that. However, everything else you do on your website has to have your nation in mind. So anytime you want to put up a new content on your website, you need to ask yourself, how is this going to help my ideal nation? How is this going to help the people that God has called me to help? Rather than you going on and on about yourself. And this is where your blog comes in. So I always recommend that on your website you have a blog, and a blog is where you can always update. It's that updatable part of your website where you can put in, tips, nuggets, strategies for your ideal nation to follow. Does that make sense? So you can have, a website that is static, but your blog is the dynamic bit of your website, which you're always updating, maybe on a weekly basis. Some do it on a daily basis, some do it on a monthly basis. However way you choose, just be consistent. That is what matters. Be consistent. Let your, train your nation to know when to expect to hear from you. And I'm actually talking to myself here. I used to blog every Tuesday, but for some reason, I've been slacking on that. So I need to get back to that, right? Where people, my nation can know that, oh wow, she blogs on a Tuesday morning, for example. Or for you, it could be a Friday. Even if it's once a month, make that consistent so that your nation know when to expect to hear from you. And so let's talk a bit about blogging. Like I said, blogging is the dynamic part of your website. It's where you put in information that your nation would see and that would help them. So if, for example, you let me give an example now. If maybe I'm trying to think of what, everything's gone off my head now. Okay, let me use myself as an example. So I basically like I mentioned yesterday, I'm the go-to person for those who want to live in purpose and basically find the time to do that. So everything I blog about should be around that. I can have different themes, different topics, but at the end of the day, it should answer that big question. How do I find my purpose? Now that I've found my purpose, how do I juggle being a mom, a wife, and still live in purpose? How can I get online? So those are the type of things I need to be talking about on my blog. I have a question from someone. She says, do I need to tell them that, okay, they expect a post on a certain day? Not necessarily. I mean, you don't say like, oh, it depends on you. So you can say, oh, every Tuesday I'm going to be blogging. Or for me, I know that every Thursday, come rain, come sunshine, I always send out a newsletter. So people tend to know that, and once in a while I'll say, when people join my list for the first time, I let them know and say, every Thursday you're going to hear from me. So that way they can expect to hear from me. I hope that answers your question. So I remember one of the ladies that in the academy, she just started her business in lingerie, bras to be specific, for the big busted women, and she basically she started blogging, right? And I remember one day she was telling me that, oh, someone told her not to blog often so that she's not giving out too much information. And I said, no, that's bad teaching. And that is coming from a place of lack. And I'm not judging that person. What I'm just trying to say is that a lot of us in business think, oh, I can't give out too much content because if I give too much content out, people won't buy from me. But that's not true. In fact, it's the opposite. When you give and you give and you give, and people see that you're giving value for free, they would always wonder, wow, so if she has a product or a service, that means there's more from where that came from. And remember, we're kingdom-minded. We're kingdom-minded women. We are running our business on kingdom principles. And one of the principles of the kingdom is giving. So when you give and give, trust me, people will come back for more. And now, linking this back to our blogs, and that's what I told, this amazing lady of mine. I said, look, you want to get to a point where your blog, when people think about your blog, when big busted women think about your blog, and they think of their bra dilemmas or their bra issues, they want to come to your blog first to look for it. If they come and they don't find the information, they'll start going elsewhere. But you want them to see you as the go-to person. So this is me talking to her. You want them to see you as the go-to person for big, busted women who are looking for the right bras for their bodies, who, you know, they have maybe back pain issues. I want to be able to come on your website and say, I'm having back pain. What do I need to do? Or I want to exercise. What kind of bras can I get? Do you see what I'm saying? So you need to put yourself in your nation's shoes and say, what are the type of questions my nation will be asking? Those are the things you blog about. Now, I know that blogging isn't for everyone. Not everyone is a writer. So that's why you can do, vlogs. You can do video blogs if you love to talk. And you can still host that on your website. You can repurpose your content and use that on your website. Hi, Folake. Thanks for joining. Hi, Emilola. I hope this is making sense. So, your blog is meant to give valuable content. You're not, there are so many bloggers out there that all they do is copy and paste from other blogs. No, first of all, that's wrong. You can get disqualified. Google can disqualify your website and not rank your website highly, and they can even shut you down if they see that all you do is copy and paste from other blogs. Google does not like duplicate content. So that means you have to be original in your content. Yes, you can quote people here and there, but you can't go to someone's blog, lift what they've written and put that on your blog. I remember one time a lady had copied an exact post from my website, and I could tell she had good intentions because basically, she did link back to my blog. However, because it was the exact same content, that's an issue with Google. So I had to just send her an email and say, oh, thank you for sharing my content. However, the best way to go about it is you can share the first paragraph and then link back to the website. I know I'm going a bit technical here, so I'll try to keep it simple and straightforward so you don't get confused. But the point I'm trying to make is that always try and have valuable original content on your website. Okay? On your blog. Don't copy and paste. If you really like someone's post and you want to reference that, yes, you can take the first paragraph and then link back to their website or link back to their blog post. I hope this makes sense. I've seen people saying called from. No, you can't lift a whole blog post and put it on your blog. That's wrong. That's totally wrong. It's not even ethical. As in, why do that? Create your own content. Yes, read other people's blogs and form your own opinion or form your own whatever it is you want to say in your own words. Yes, there are similar content out there, but then let it be in your own words, because that's who your nation wants to hear from. They want to hear from you. They don't want to see copy and paste on your blog. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So like I told this lady, no, do not listen to anyone that tells you not to blog often because people are not going to buy from you. They will buy from you because they can see that you've put them in the forefront and that you want to offer them something. And when it's time to sell your products or your services, they'll easily come to you because they've trusted the information you've given them. They can see that you're the go-to person and that you know what you're talking about. How else will someone buy from you if they don't know that you know what you're talking about? So you need to show it to them that, look, I know my stuff. And even if I don't know my stuff, I can research. And then based on my research, I put the information to my nation in a way that they can easily understand it. Okay, that's what researchers do. They get content from here, there, and then they bring it all together and make it simple for their nation because they understand their nation, they understand the problem their nation has and how to address that. So Emilola says, funny enough, before I logged in, I started singing this song that just came to my mind out of the blue. Give and it shall come back to you. Good measure, press down, shake it together and run it over. Let me see what else. Yeah, that's it. So we have to come from an abundance mindset and not from a lack mindset. Okay. Let's see. What else did I have in my notes? So for today, I'm not going to go into the technical bits of how to create a website. Part of that is what I teach in my program, the Digital Transformation Program, which I'll be telling you a bit more about. It's not as daunting as you think. Setting up a website is not as daunting as you think. Okay? So we won't go into any of the technical bits today. The other tool that you should use when you're online is social media. Okay, so make use of Facebook, make use of Instagram, Twitter. Find what works for you. Find out where your nation hang out and go meet them there. Don't wait for them to come meet you. Find out where they are and go and meet them there. But the key thing is that you always have to lead them back to your website. Because who knows, tomorrow Mark may decide, you know what, I'm tired of Facebook. I don't want to do Facebook anymore, and shut the whole thing down. And then what happens to all the content that you've produced? What happens to the group or the nation that you've built together? It's poof, gone away. You don't want that. So you always want to lead people back to your website. And you always want to lead people back to a free product or a free download that you want to offer them. Again, giving value. Okay? So, yes, that said, even though, I don't emphasize that Facebook will shut down tomorrow. So while Facebook is still here, and while Instagram is still here, and while Twitter is still here, make use of it wisely. It's sad that a lot of people use Facebook, Instagram for, gossip or comparing themselves to each other. It's amazing the stories you hear about how Facebook has affected people the wrong way. But we don't want to be part of that, we don't want to be part of that audience who's using Facebook for the wrong things. Again, as kingdom-minded women, we want to use Facebook to God's glory. So you can do, Facebook lives just like this one, where you are sharing with your nation, you're providing value to them. You can use Facebook. You can have a Facebook group. I have a Facebook group, and if you would like to join us, it's what's it called now? It's called Empowering Mothers. I can't. It's the name skipped my mind, but I can find that out for you and just put it up. You can use Facebook pages. You can use Instagram to encourage people, to put up lovely graphics encouraging people. Sometimes I get messages from people saying, wow, exactly what I needed to hear today. And this is you being led by God. Sometimes God will tell you, share this. I remember there's been a few times where God will tell me to share something in particular in my group, that maybe there's someone here who's going through a particular problem. And in my mind, I'm like, God, come on, do we have to do this? But then again, you can't put yourself in the way. You need to get over yourself. And so I put that out, and then someone, it's always amazing. One person will reply and say, that's me, you were talking to me. That it was me that message was for. So you want to be able to use your spiritual gifts, your words of wisdom, words of knowledge, prophecy, all of those. Use that. When God is telling you something, I want you to reach out to someone on Facebook today. I want you to pray for people on Facebook today. And you will be amazed how many lives will be saved. Someone says we are made from it. Yeah, we are made from a different fabric, right? Our law of engagement is different from the world's laws of engagement. So, like I said, make use of Facebook wisely. Don't use Facebook as a venting ground. Don't use it to gossip. Don't use it to make jest of people. Don't use it, all the bad things. Anything that is going to put someone down. I've gotten to a point now where I'm very mindful of what I do. Sometimes there are all these posts that seem to make fun of other people. I'm not talking about comedians. No, I'm not talking about comedians. I'm talking about posts that maybe somebody goofed on Facebook, and then you're one of those sharing those kind of posts. No, that shouldn't be us. Before, I never used to think anything was wrong with that, but then I asked myself, what if I made a mistake on Facebook and people were sharing my posts all over the place? Would I like that? And then you need to get to a point where whatever you share on Facebook is edifying, or it is positive. If you want to vent with your friends. Or if you have a safe Facebook group, you can do that. But at the same time, we need to be careful. Okay? So let's use social media for good and not for evil. And so, lastly, I want to leave us with two scenarios. Imagine that someone told someone else about you and what you do. So maybe someone tells someone that, maybe a woman who's struggling with managing her time and is not living in purpose, and they're like, oh, I know someone who can help you. Her name is Detola. And then so this person goes, really? Okay. And then they go on Google and type in Detola Amore. And then your website comes up. And the person is like, wow, this is interesting. And they start going through your blog post. And like, oh my God, how did she know that's how I feel? And then they say another blog post, oh my goodness, this woman must live in my house. And then they keep checking. Then they go and check your about page and find out that, you're just like them. They see your picture, they like what they see, and then they go to the button that says work with me. And then before you know it, they are requesting to have a call with you, and you sign them up as a customer. They now become one of your nation. Or imagine the other side. Someone's told someone about you. They Google your name and nothing comes up. And they're like, oh, I thought they said this person can help me. Or they Google your name and they find your website. Hooray! But then they get that the last post you put up was 2 years ago. Or the last post you put up was 5 months ago. And then they get deflated and they're like, okay, I'm not quite sure this person can help me. I mean, there's nothing on this website. There's nothing concrete. There's nothing I can relate to. Oh yeah, she blogged 2 years ago. She was quite active 2 years ago. But now, does she still exist? Is she still doing this? Has she moved on to something else? And then they leave deflated. Which scenario do you want to be in? Do you want to be the woman who someone comes to your website and is excited and is like, oh my goodness, I have got to meet this woman? Or do you want them to come to your website and leave deflated? That is where consistency comes in. That is where staying relevant and updated comes in. So, again, I'll leave you with that. I want you to think about that. And yeah, we're nearly done. Again, if you haven't downloaded the toolkit that I've made available for you for free, please do. You can get it via www.superworkingmom.com/toolkit. And like I mentioned yesterday, there's a new program I'm running, which is called the Digital Transformation Program, basically to help women who want to get online or those who are already online and want to move to the next level. You want to succeed online. That is your goal. You want to be able to meet your nation. You want them to find you and you want to connect with them and begin to help them with their problems. Then this program is for you. It is by application, however, because it's only for 10 to 15 women. It's going to be a live teaching program over 10 weeks where we're going to come on together at the same time. I'm going to be teaching. Some classes are going to be practical, where we're going to be looking at the technical tools, break it down, show you exactly how to set your website up, how to set up your email marketing, how to set up everything you need to get online. Marketing, we're going to be talking marketing, we're going to be talking pricing, we're going to be talking packaging your services and products. We're going to be talking about blogging, how to set up content that your ideal nation would love. We're going to be talking about everything. And we're also going to be talking about, how to have an abundance mindset, how to manage your clients, how to set boundaries, and all of those things. If this is something that you're interested in and you want to be a part of, then I'll put up the link where you can apply. Applications are going to be treated as they come in. And if I believe you're a good fit, then I would contact you to get on a call with you to find out more about you and your business idea or your existing business. And then we'll take it from there. And yes, it is starting in either middle or end of May. We're going to be starting in May. And at the end of the program, you're going to know exactly what you need to do to be online. You're going to have all the strategies, the tools, everything you need to be a success online, where you are actually giving, you're giving to your nation and they're happy to pay you for it. So I'll put up the link. And if you know anyone who needs help, who needs to know about these essential keys that I've been sharing, please share this video with them. Go check out the first 2 videos as well. And we are going to be back tomorrow with the last key. The last key, yes, and I'm excited about that. So please get on board and let's share this. I want to get this video series to as many Christian women as possible. Women who need to come online and share, the unique gift that God has given them, the business that God has given them to serve other people, to solve people's problems. I hope you found this session useful, and please pray for me that this cold or whatever it is disappears. I am healed in Jesus' name. Okay, so I'll just say a quick word of prayer over everyone who's listening today, and then we'll round up. My Lord and my God, I just thank you for every single one who's joined me live and who will be listening to the replay. Lord, I pray that you show them how they need to connect with their nation online. For those that are not quite sure what you've called them to do, I pray you begin to reveal it to them. And I pray, Lord, that Father, for anyone who's been distracted by sickness, by lack of money, whatever it is, Lord, I pray you meet them at the point of their need. I pray that they would succeed in everything they lay their hands to do. And thank you, because it is you that has given us the power to create wealth for your glory and to advance your kingdom. And Lord, I just thank you because I know that you're doing amazing things in our lives. Bless your holy name, Lord, in Jesus' name. Amen. Okay, so thank you. Thanks to everyone who's joined live and to those who are watching the replay. I'll catch you tomorrow, same time, 10 a.m. BST, where we'll be looking at the last key. Take care and God bless you. Amen. Bye.